What you do frequently becomes your frequency. We often hear the word frequency thrown around a lot. People talk about raising their vibration, attracting what they want, and aligning with the universe. But they often treat it like it's some kind of magic, like it's a mood you can just snap into if you think the right thoughts. No, it's not magic, it's mechanics. If you want to know what your frequency is, don't look at your vision board. Look at your habits. Look at what you do every single day. What you do frequently creates a rhythm. You wake up in the morning, you check your phone, you feel a rush of anxiety, you go to work, you complain about the same old things, you come home, you distract yourself, and you go to sleep. That rhythm becomes a pattern. That pattern becomes your character, and your character becomes your life. You're not going to be able to break out of the life you have until you change something fundamental about who you are. But this is where we get stuck. Most of us are operating from a paradigm of fear. We have too much fear. We are terrified about the unknown. We want the new life, but we want a guarantee that it's going to work out before we take the first step. It doesn't work that way. The human nervous system is designed to keep you safe, not to make you fulfilled. Your brain will rather you be comfortably miserable than to step into a terrifying unknown. This is why you feel physically uncomfortable when you try to change. Your body's reacting as if you're in danger. So what do? We freeze. The fear paralyzes us. It minimizes our vision. It stops our movement. It makes us think small. We fear failure. What if I try not look stupid? What if I lose all my money? What if people laugh at me? But we also fear success. What if I actually do it? What if my life changes and I lose my current friends? What if I can't handle the responsibility that comes with success? This is the human problem. We are trapped in a prison with an unlocked door, and the only thing keeping us inside is our own insecurity. Think about it. What is stopping you right now? What is stopping you from writing that book, starting that business, having that hard conversation, jumping into that beautiful relationship? Is it really lack of time? Or is it insecurity? You don't think you're good enough. You don't think that life is for someone like you. This is the illusion we have to break. The misunderstanding is that we think we need the fear to go away before we can act. We think we need to feel completely confident before we start. But the confidence is not the starting line. Courage is. Courage is where the shift starts. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking the step while your hands are still shaking. The fear is going to be there. It's supposed to be there. But daily courage is how you activate yourself even when the fear comes knocking. Every time you act with courage, you interrupt the old rhythm. You break the pattern. You lay down a new wire in your brain. I know exactly how this feels because I lived it. After college, around 2010 to 2011 thereabout, I moved back home to live with my parents in Pennsylvania. I was broke as a joke and ready to choke. The recession made it hard to find a real job with my degree, so I worked whatever jobs I could find my hands on, holding on to this distant dream of working in tech and becoming an app developer. But after a while, survival started to feel like a life. I was settling into a rhythm of just getting by, and that terrified me. Then a friend challenged me. He dared me to leave my hometown by my birthday. That hit me hard because I realized I had been waiting for the perfect moment to make a move. And I realized that that moment was never coming. So in May 2014, I broke the rhythm. I booked a one-way ticket to Seattle. I checked into Motel 6, enrolled in an iOS boot camp, and used the last credit card I had to bet on myself. 3 months later, I earned my certification. Within 6 months, I landed a job in Silicon Valley. That ticket wasn't just a flight. It was just the moment I stopped letting fear and circumstance choose my life for me. It was the moment I chose my frequency. In Zen, they teach that you cannot wait for the water to calm down before you look at your reflection. You have to stop disturbing the water. In your life, you cannot wait for the perfect external circumstances to finally feel like the person you want to be. You have to be what you want to achieve already. This is the true meaning of shifting your frequency. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you want to be a writer, you don't wait for a publisher to validate you. You sit in the quiet of the morning. You face your insecurity and you write. You embody the frequency of a writer. If you want to build a business, you don't wait until you have $1 million in the bank to start thinking like an entrepreneur. You start solving problems today. You serve people today. You take the risks today. You must collapse the false identity that says, I am not ready. I am not enough. That is just a story your ego tells you to keep you safe in a familiar pattern. The radio does not create the music. It just tunes into the signal. The signal's already there. The reality you want already exists as a possibility. But you have to tune the dial of your own life to match it. And you tune that dial through your daily actions, your daily choices, and your daily courage. It's going to be clumsy at first, like learning to play a new instrument. You're going to hit the wrong notes. You're going to feel like an imposter. Let yourself be clumsy. Do not let the fear of looking foolish stop you from becoming who you really are. Your life is waiting for you to make a move. The fear will always be there at the edge of your growth. Your job is not to kill the fear. Your job is to walk with it and through it till you reach the other side, until fear holds no more sway on you. Look at your habits today. Look at your rhythm. Look at your frequency. Are you playing the song of the past? Or are you brave enough to play the song of your future? The choice is yours.